Give me a moment while I log into my YouTube so I can look at you guys' comments. So I have been really busy, as you guys know, these past few days. And one of the things I've been doing is I made a whole bunch of swords. People keep asking for these. There's a link in the description if you want to see these. Hold on, I got to change my... There we go. There we go. Swords, 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 and more swords. Looks like I only have one person on here watching. That might just be me. All right. So I guess I'll just run this video because this is the one that I have on the auction. So here's what is on the auction, as you'll be getting either this sword right here. Oops, let me turn down the secondary volume. So here's an example of an origin sword. Hey, Mike. So there it is right there. Ooh, ah. Now, I did reduce the price on these. These ones are only $5 a piece. If you buy more than one, you get a discount. These ones here are $6 a piece, and if you buy more than one, you get a discount. So that's pretty cool. So they're not exactly perfect. But when you get them to your house, it may require a little bit of sanding, and you may have to break off some of the little tabs. Like right here, you can see this little tab right here. If you get one with a little tab on there, you just take your thumbnail and snap it right off, and bada bing, bada boom, just like models. There's when I first make these, there are 4 tabs on the bottom and 4 tabs on the shoulders, 2 on each side. So you may have to snap some of those off, and there may be just a slight little bit of roughness. Grab some 400 grit sandpaper and it cleans it right up. So again, the ones I have for sale. Hey Lenny, thanks for joining me. Hey Richard, thanks for being here. Is last time the Revelation one sold out really quick, so I made twice as many. I'm sorry, the Origins one sold out twice as quick, so I made twice as many Origins as I did Revelation ones. And you can see I got a whole smorgasbord of swords. I didn't make any classics this time because they just didn't sell very good last time, so I figured why make more classics. So what makes the sword for the Revelation the way it is, what I did was I took the stylization of the classic swords to make these. I just couldn't scan them in because they were too small to scan, so I actually had to remake them. But I wanted to make this sword the same size as the sword we got with the He-Man originally for Revelations, but it's in the style of classics, which I think is pretty cool. So it's usually my sword of choice that I use. I know a lot of people will buy 3 of them, one for He-Man, one for Skeletor, and one for Faker. I know some people will buy 4, so they can have one for Prince Adam too. It's up to you guys. They do come unpainted, just like this. And like I said, it will require some light sanding, maybe when you get it, 400 grit sandpaper, or you can just leave it the way it is too. And then it fits in his hand, just like so. And it's double-sided, not the half-sided ones. And again, it's based stylistic on the classics. Now, what makes this better than the last version I made, especially for the Origins one, I didn't do it so much for the Revelations because the swords are so beefy, I didn't need to have extra beef added. But to make this more beefy, I added a rib right down the middle of the sword. You can see it on there, and that gives it a little more strength so they don't bend. We had problems with ones bending in the past. We also had problems with the handle snapping off, so I added a small radius right here and right here, so less chance of it snapping off, because that was one of the other problems the first issue of swords that I made had. So I've corrected those problems on this one. I didn't have any problems with the Revelation ones because you can see they are much beefier to begin with. So I didn't have to add the radius or the rib on the blade itself. All right, so let me look at your guys' comments. Mike says you might buy one of each. They look cool. Mike, if you want, contact me because you are a member of the channel. You will get the special member discount. So contact me on Facebook, and I will make sure that, Mike, you get the special member discount. And of course, if Jinx joins on too, he's also a member of the channel. He'll also get the same special discount that I offer to my members. So being you are a YouTube member, you get the special discount, man. So just contact me on Facebook, and I'll let you know what it costs for the special member discount. And if you guys want, just contact me on Facebook too to get these. It's way easier than going through eBay. It's up to you guys. The auction is live right now. I got 20 of each on there right now for you guys to buy if you want. And again, the prices are like half of what they were when I first made them. So I'm able to produce a lot more of them now. I have a much bigger printer. So I figured I might as well pass those savings on to you, which is why $5, $6. Woo! So hopefully that will entice some people to buy more than one. Hey, Fallen Jedi, thanks for joining us. Have you ever done transparent or glow-in-the-dark swords? Actually, I have done transparent blue ones. When I first made these, I made these with the intention of using it to make metal swords on shapeways. So my first batch were actually clear blue, and everyone's like, "Hey, how about one of those?" And so I started selling the clear blue ones, and then I went and started making gray ones. The metal swords never did work right, so I just ended up making these, and people kept buying them. And back then I had them for 10 and 12, and now I can make more of them. So I figured I might as well make them cheaper for you guys. It also looks like the Viking He-Man sword without the silver sparkle in it. Nice. I haven't done glow-in-the-dark swords because these are with my resin printer. I just noticed on Amazon last night when I was looking for new resin, they now have glow-in-the-dark resin that's not too expensive. It glows green though, not white. So if I get enough people wanting something, I may end up doing some glow-in-the-dark stuff. The resin is like twice the price of normal resin still, so it is kind of spendy, but it would be kind of fun to do some resin glow-in-the-dark stuff. That's really cool. You make the neatest stuff. Hey, thanks, Lonnie. I appreciate that. All right. So it's a really short video tonight because this is actually the video I have linked to my eBay auction. Because I don't want to make poor people on eBay watch a super long video. But if you are somebody on eBay watching this, these are the two swords. They are full swords, not half swords. And they are pretty cool. And they do fit in their backs too. So you can stuff this in He-Man's back. Dun, da, da. And the other one does stuff into his armor as well with his jaundicey skin. Give me your sword, man. You can stick it right there. These are not made for kids. They are very sharp. I've actually poked my finger pretty hard one time on one. So be careful when you get these. They are pretty sharp. You can see the little indents on my finger when I do that. So they're not for kids. And they're not as strong as the swords you get with figures normally. They will snap and break with enough pressure. So, you know what? I'm going to just show how easy they break. I have a bunch that were actually, you know what? I got one in here. It's a failure. Let me find that one. The print just didn't come out right. I'm not happy with it, so I'm not planning on selling it anyway. Where did it go? Now I can't find the reject. Reject, reject, reject. Okay, where is that rejected sword? I saw it when I was dumping them all in. Oh, here it is. Is that it? Yeah. See, this one has a couple extra lines in it I didn't like. So you can see those extra lines. So this one I'm not selling. Let's just see how fast these things break. Now I'm guessing it might break on the line itself. I'm not sure, but I'll show you guys how strong these are or aren't. Wow, I'm surprised it didn't snap yet. Okay. Maybe they're stronger than I thought they were. I know last version, let's try to break the handle off. There we go. So it took a little bit of force to break the handle off this time, so they are stronger than last time. So that's cool. So these are a little more tougher than I expected. I thought for sure they would shatter way easier than that. That's crazy. That took a lot of force to break that. Anyway, still, Not a kid's toy. I wouldn't suggest doing that. Nope, I'm not going to do any colors. There will not be any purple or orange. But when you get them, feel free to sand them down and take some purple spray paint or orange spray paint and hit it any color you want. That's about it. I would keep the hilt part gray right here where it hangs onto it on all of them. That way you don't have paint residue coming off on their hands. But I'm not going to actually, especially for this price, $5, $6. Yeah, I'm not going to spend the time painting them or spend a lot of time getting them all perfect. I might later on offer, oh, here's one that's bad too. This one's got a couple extra lines. Anyway, I may end up offering some specialty ones that are higher quality for a higher price in the future if I get a big demand for it. I don't really see that happening though, because you know now they have full side swords on both sides already with the new He-Man figure, so I don't think the demand's quite as high as it was. His hand is just stretched out. Let me get a regular He-Man so I can see, or one that doesn't sit on my shelf just for specialty. I'll grab Prince Adam here. Prince Adam. His hand hasn't been stretched out at all. And let's just stick that in there. There we go. That's how it should fit. A little bit tighter, like it's supposed to. So you can see I need to reheat his hand and shrink it back down. It's been, I think I must have had a different sword in there at one time or something. Those do look cool. My rubber band's not quite working like it used to. Stay on there. Oh well. I need to figure out some other way to hold this sword on his back. Get a smaller rubber band. All right, let me look at your guys' last comments here, but gotta work. All right, Wolf Crows, thanks for joining us. Gadget, thanks for being here. Spiker, thanks for being here. Jamie Hill, thanks for being here. Hey, my friend, can you make duplicates of the custom sword I showed you on Instagram? I'm not sure. It might be kind of hard for me to do. That was a really cool sword that you made. I don't really want to make a ton of swords all the time. Like I said, I made these accidentally because I was trying to make a metal one for myself. We'll see. See, Nick said, for my birthday today, I got a vintage He-Man complete, Faker complete, and Orko complete. Nice, Nick. Hey, happy birthday. Make some axes in classic style for Origins. That's a good idea. That'd be really easy to do because I already have the battle axe made for when I make my ice one. Hey, Jinx Caliber. Hey, just like I was telling Mike earlier, since you're a member, if you want to get some of these swords, contact me on Facebook. Because you're a member, you will get the special member price. All right. Anyway, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Check out the link that I have for the swords. Again, I have it so it's a sliding scale. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. All right, and I only have like 20 on there right now, even though I have more than 20 sitting here. I want to see how these first 20 go. And I also need to find all the ones that are defect. Here's the one I was trying to find. This one has the lines in it. So you can see this one will not be being sold either because it has just way too many lines. I'm not happy with it. Let's try to break this one. Ready? Yeah. Come on. It's really not going to break. There we go. It could be like a Conan. Oh, the sword is broken. Crom. Anyway. All right, like and subscribe. Tell your friends. And I'm not planning on breaking anymore, but it's been fun. And I might have another video tonight. I'm not sure. Hey, Juan Solo, thanks for joining us. All right. Talk to you guys next video, maybe another one tonight. Bye now.